Jupiter, the giant of our solar system. A world so vast, so powerful, that it could swallow more than 1,300 Earths and still have room to spare. It is not a planet in the way we usually imagine. It is a storm, wrapped in clouds, held together by gravity and time. When you look at Jupiter, you are not seeing land or sea. You are looking into an atmosphere thousands of kilometers deep. Layers of hydrogen and helium swirling like the breath of a living god. The colors, orange, beige, cream, and rust, dance across its surface like brush strokes from an ancient cosmic painter. Each band, each stripe, is a river of wind moving at hundreds of kilometers per hour. These bands circle the planet endlessly, never resting, never fading. And then, there is the Great Red Spot, a hurricane larger than our entire planet, spinning for at least 3.5 centuries. A storm so powerful it could erase continents, yet on Jupiter it is just one of many. Billions of years ago, Jupiter was the first child of our newborn sun. It formed from the leftover gases of creation, hydrogen, helium, and the cosmic dust that never became a star. Some astronomers call it the failed sun, because if it had just a little more mass, nuclear fusion could have ignited within it. And our solar system might have had 2 suns instead of 1. Jupiter's immense gravity shaped everything that followed. It guided the orbits of planets, caught wandering asteroids, and flung countless comets back into deep space. It is both protector and destroyer, a cosmic guardian that shields Earth, yet sometimes hurls danger our way. Without Jupiter, the story of life on Earth might never have happened. The top layer of Jupiter is a world of gas and lightning. Winds there can exceed 600 kilometers per hour. Beneath the visible clouds, pressure increases so violently that gas turns into liquid, hydrogen crushed into a metallic sea that conducts electricity like copper. Lightning strikes across those layers are thousands of times stronger than any seen on Earth. There is no solid surface, no place to stand. If you could dive into Jupiter, you would fall endlessly, through color, through storm, through crushing pressure, until your ship melted, then vaporized, then became part of the planet itself. At its core, scientists believe there might be a dense sphere of rock and ice, surrounded by oceans of metallic hydrogen. The pressure there is so extreme that atoms themselves are squeezed into new forms of matter. This is Jupiter's heart, a silent forge where energy and magnetism are born. Jupiter's magnetic field is a monster. It is 14 times stronger than Earth's and extends millions of kilometers into space. It creates a magnetosphere so vast that if we could see it with our eyes, it would appear larger than the full moon in our night sky. Within this invisible shield, charged particles scream through space, forming glowing auroras around Jupiter's poles. These auroras are hundreds of times more powerful than those on Earth, rings of blue and ultraviolet fire that never fade. But Jupiter is not alone. It is a miniature solar system of its own, home to at least 80 moons. 4 of them, the Galilean moons, are worlds in their own right. Io, a world of fire and sulfur, where volcanoes erupt into space. Europa, an ice-covered moon hiding a global ocean beneath its frozen crust. Perhaps the best place in the solar system to find life beyond Earth. Ganymede, the largest moon of all, even bigger than Mercury, with its own magnetic field. And Callisto, scarred and ancient, a time capsule from the birth of the solar system. Each of these moons tells a different story about how planets evolve, how oceans form, and maybe how life begins. Since 1973, Our machines have been visiting Jupiter. Pioneer, Voyager, Galileo, Juno, silent messengers crossing billions of kilometers. They sent back data, photos, and whispers of sound from Jupiter's storms. The Juno spacecraft, still orbiting today, peers beneath the clouds using instruments that sense gravity and magnetism. It revealed that the Great Red Spot reaches deep into the planet, and that Jupiter's core might be larger and more diffuse than we ever imagined. In the coming years, new missions like JUICE and Europa Clipper will return, not to the giant itself, but to its icy moons. Because somewhere beneath Europa's frozen shell, there may be water warm enough for life. And where there is water, there is hope. Jupiter is more than a planet. It is a memory of the chaos that created us. It reminds us how fragile and lucky our small blue world really is. When you look up at the night sky and see that bright golden dot, you are seeing gravity itself made visible. A storm frozen in time, spinning since before humanity learned to dream. In the silence of space, Jupiter does not speak. But if you listen carefully, you can almost hear it breathing.